everyone, it's Daniela with Cosmo Insurance Agency, and I'm here with our CEO Mark Herschlag to go over the differences between HSA, FSA, and HRA.
Let's dive right into it. So we made a chart here that makes it really easy for you to understand. So for HSA, can anyone use it out there? We get lots of calls, especially now at the end of the year when you're filing it, getting ready for your tax end year. So the HSA is only for high deductible. So if it says over there like an HDHP or HSA, then you are able to use it. All right. And then the FSA is employer offer. HRA is employer offered as well. So that is who can use it. Now, who can contribute towards it? All right. Well, the HSA, you and your employer. So it could be either you or your employer can contribute, which is great. Really works for both ends. FSA, same thing. You or your employer can contribute towards it. HRA is only your employer can contribute towards the HRA, not the employee. So it's got to be employer funded money. Now, what happens to the money when the year is up? Great question. We always get that question, especially now at the end of the year. HSA stays forever, constantly rolling over. So if you have any leftover money now at the end of the year, no need to worry. It's going to roll over. FSA, you use it, and you, of course, the FSA, you can use it, and there's exceptions to it for the FSA. So HRA might roll over or might use it, but HRA usually the employer has control over the money, so the employer will take back the money. So now let's just take a pause on the FSA over here. What happens to the money when the year is up? Take a pause here. For FSA, you use it, all right, and you lose it. So which means that if you actually put money into it, and you don't use it at the end of the year, that money goes back to the employer. So it's the employer's money. So
why does it go back to the employer?
Because the employer actually paid administration expenses to administer that account, and that is actually the law. So it's important, if you do have money left over, discuss it with your employer. Your employer might offer an extension of 2.5 months for next year that you can use it. Or there's ways, maybe the employer will reduce your FSA for next year, and then that will subsidize part of it. So there are options. Discuss with your employer, sit down with them, your HR, and see what options you have available for that leftover money, that FSA. You don't want to be pressured, oh my God, let me get rid of it, let me go to CVS now and just start swiping away. So that's really important, FSA. Now, HRA, take advantage of that money because that money is for sure going back to the employer. So now, can you use it to pay your monthly premiums? The answer is no, no, and HRA, yes, you can use it to pay your monthly premiums. What's the point of all this? All right, bottom line, saving on taxes. So you save on pre-tax. So if you put aside money, HSA every month, you save on your taxes. HSA is probably the most safest option from all of these because it's your money, your account, goes into a savings account, and you're able to save that money. Same as for FSA, saving on pre-tax dollars for medical expenses only, obviously, and all these are medical expenses only. So that's the same for HSA, FSA, and HRA. It's the insurance premium that you could use it for. So that really sums up all of these: HSA, FSA, HRA. Really important to know. I think the FSA is one that the employees sometimes feel they put money in, goes back to the employer. It's a little bit upsetting. And the HRA, however, your employers actually contribute towards it. So it is his money, so it kind of makes sense.
Do you find that with the FSA, it's a lot more lenient on what you can spend on?
It could be sometimes, it's a little bit more lenient. The HRA is definitely most restrictive because the employer has control over it. So the employer is actually able to put restrictions on what you could spend on because it's the employer's money. And the HSA is only for medical expenses, so the IRS has control over that and what you can spend on the HSA. So yeah, to sum it up, it's really about calling reaching out to HR, your broker, and making sure it's all administered correctly.
Oh, that's amazing information. Thank you for helping.
Thank you.
And make sure you like, subscribe, and keep watching for our next videos.